Alright, y'all, I was tagged by several people actually on this 5 questions tag. I don't usually participate in these tags. I have done a few, but after having been tagged by 2 people, I thought I'd go ahead and do it. And also I have another tag that I'm going to throw in there at the end. And Gun God 556 tagged me, and there is one other that tagged me. I'll put all the people down below in the description. I'll give you their channel, and you can go to their channel if you like what you see, subscribe to them. And for the one that I forgot, I apologize, but I'm old, so I have an excuse. But let's get right to it. First question was, where does my channel name come from? Well, I've was on the internet for probably a decade, but I went to MSNBC chat board and a few chat boards that I still frequent, but I had another name that I've used for probably 15 years, and when I asked for that name, they told me, YouTube told me that it had already been taken, which it hadn't. It's not there. And they gave me 2 names, or suggested 2 names, so my Hollow Point was one of them, and I forget what the other one was, but I chose my Hollow Point. So in essence, YouTube gave me my name. The other question is, why do I use YouTube? Well, after having found YouTube, it's just a wealth of information out there. There's many things that I've never been able to do. I'm not a mechanical person or technical person, but it has allowed me to change ballast and fluorescent lights, water pumps, and for ice makers and ice boxes, ice makers in boxes, a lot of things that I wasn't capable of. Anything that you want to do, whether it be cooking or repair, or in our case, in the gun community, showing our guns and whatnot, it's out there. All you have to do is type it in the search engine, and a plethora of sites will come up, and someone will show you in a way that you can understand it. You have multiple options, and they'll show you how to do it. And if you're interested in buying a particular weapon, everything you want to know about that weapon is out there, and you can do a lot of research in a short period of time. Now I put these guns out here in front of me just for a little eye candy. The other question is, what I like about YouTube? Well, again, it's the camaraderie of being able to converse with like-minded people, and I like the knowledge that I gain. I've learned a tremendous amount from watching YouTube. I really got started on YouTube because Pete over at the Army channel had commented on one of his videos, and he said you ought to make a video. Well, I didn't know, and still don't know that much about running a video camera, but I asked my wife, I said, do we have a camera that'll make a movie? She said yes. And I said, well, get it out. And I had a little pistol there, Sig P238, and I didn't even know how to turn the camera on or off. So I would nod at her as she'd turn the camera on. I'd start running my head, and then when I was through, I would nod and she'd turn the thing off. And I didn't know how to put it on YouTube. She did all that for about the first year. I would come in here and make a video, she'd turn the camera on, turn it off, and then she would go and load it onto YouTube. And I'm not a patient person, and it never seemed to load fast enough, and it was cause for a little bit of friction actually, and I got tired of the middleman and finally learned how to do it myself. So for the last almost 2 years, I guess. You know, I've been doing it all myself, and it just makes it a lot easier. You're not dependent on someone else to do it for you at their leisure. But that's the truth of the matter. What do I dislike about YouTube? I don't like the way YouTube keeps changing their format. Now, they've done it 3 times since I've been on here, and I'm a creature of habit like most humans, and once I get accustomed to doing it a certain way, I become comfortable with that, and then next thing you know, without giving you a choice, YouTube up and changes you, and you have to learn all over again. And it's a bit irritating. I don't like the way some of the videos on certain days spool, how they buffer. It takes quite a while to go through a 5-minute video. You have to continuously mess with the little ball that scrolls across the bottom of the screen and advance it and back it up and start it and stop it, and it's just a hassle. And that's what I don't like about it, and you really have no place to turn to other than YouTube to find out a remedy for any problem that you might have. What do I hope to get out of YouTube? Well, I've gained a wealth of knowledge, and it'll be with me forever. I have a tendency to remember certain things, and in the cases like this tag, I forget certain things. But it has made me a smarter person in many ways when it comes to doing certain things, and I enjoy that, and I enjoy exchanging ideas with others, and like I said, the camaraderie, the interaction with other like-minded individuals. So that sums up the 5. Blue Thunder, I'll put his link down there. He tagged me here a while back and said that I had tagged him. He must have been on a tear on that particular day, and I haven't gone back and looked at his video, but he wanted me to I tagged him, but then he turned around and tagged me. I get confused, but on that day I think he was confused because I never tagged him, but he wanted me to show a stick. He had a name for it. I hadn't gone back and looked to see what it was, but this is my stick. I don't think he said shillelagh. I don't know what he said, but this is a cedar. It's about 5.5 feet tall, and let me try and get it in frame. And the story behind this walking stick or staff is it was a small cedar tree that grew outside the kitchen window out there, and in one night a deer, a buck, he barber poled it. He was making a rub, and he just stripped all the bark off of it, and it killed it. And I just hated to see the tree go to waste. It's a small tree, but it being a cedar tree, so I cut it down and put liquid glass on it, and that I got at the Hobby Lobby, and made a walking stick out of it. And it's just in the rough like it was. All I did was peel the bark off. Started what the deer had finished what the deer had started, and it's just a walking stick. But I was thinking he was wanting a fighting stick. Well, I would use this as a pugil stick and work your ass over to a fare thee well. But that's what that is. And Blue Thunder, there it is, man. I didn't tag you, you tagged me, and I hope that's what you wanted. I'm not really certain what you wanted on that particular night. I think maybe you had been into the fire water. But anyhow, I enjoy YouTube and the interaction that comes out from it and the knowledge that I gain. And I hope that answers the question for you. I'm not going to tag anybody. There's a lot of those tags running around out there. I'm sure everybody will get the chance to participate if they desire. But I appreciate you watching. Catch you later. Bye.